Good evening. Sean Hicks coming at you, winning free picks for a little look ahead lines here on a Wednesday night. And we'll be jumping into some Big Ten action. As always, welcome to the show. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Hello. So, real fast, during the day today, we had Detroit plus 140. That was a loser. Colorado with Gomber, I think he went in game 2 here, and that is a wild one. We also had the Miami Marlins. I don't even know what that score is. That's tied up. San Fran looking to blow a game. Minnesota over. That doesn't look good right now. And we had Cleveland over the 9. So we get a push out of that puppy. And we're Cincy under the 7.5. So if you're watching, we do appreciate it. Actually, I don't want to say we. I appreciate it because you come in and spend a couple minutes with me. That's nice of you. I know the late show doesn't really get the interaction as the, midday money, a lot bigger following. I don't know why. It's weird though because it's baseball, but people are learning. It's not like the March Madness shows were totally off the hook, but a lot of people there obviously because it's March Madness. But baseball slowly bringing some people in. And now it's football season, so we'll be doing football. That's what the late show is going to be about. Not much, it's called Look Ahead Lines because, let's be honest, after we do the previews, we'll be looking ahead to the lines for college and then football, NFL football after that. But let's get rolling along here. Lots to cover here. The Big Ten, and we'll start it out. Our guy Tyreek's jumping in. Hello, Tyreek. How are you? We don't waste any time here. Let's go. So the eastern side of the Big Ten, we'll just call it the East, however you want to word it. Ohio State over the 11, and why not, right? These guys should probably run the table. They have Oregon on the schedule. That being said, these guys haven't lost a regular season game in what? 3 years since, 2018? They're pretty good. I'll go over their 11. Even if they lose, I don't think they're going to lose. In the playoffs, at that point, we have our we're 12-0 already. So Ohio State for me would be a easy number there to go over the 11. And I think Mets are officially done, so we cashed San Fran. Happy about that. We want to put a win in our pocket. Wonderful. Next up, we'll head to Penn State. I'm on the under to Penn State. I'll add a little juice. It is 140, and looking at the schedule, maybe 7, maybe 8 wins for me. Wisconsin, Iowa, Ohio State, they still get all on the road. Michigan, Indiana, not easy by any stretch. And Indiana we'll talk about next. Auburn, they got a new coach. Am I high on Auburn? No, but it's still an SEC team. Who knows? Penn State had, 4 wins last year? I'll go under to Penn State. Everybody loves them. Not so much for me. Indiana with the question mark. I was initially going to lean to the over here, but, everybody's going to be on them, right? This is this big surprise team from last year. Defense is solid. I get it. QB, can he stay healthy? I don't know. 7.5 is probably perfect for this team because they could probably win 7 or 8 games. So this is one I have no real opinion on. And as you know, if you jump in here, if I don't like something, I'm not going to tell you. I like it just to fill in some fluff on the show. I mean, not a game I didn't bet on them. Didn't bet Ohio State. I'll tell you where I did move in this conference, but next up here, Michigan under the 7. Again, this is a team, talent-wise, right up there, right? Good team. Harbaugh, though, is he on a hot seat? The guy's bad year last year, his worst year in Michigan. Brings in an old Raven defensive coordinator, maybe to help things out. I don't know. That 7 just screams to me to go under. It's one of those numbers where it's like, what? They only got to win 8 games? They always win 8 games. All right, last year's COVID, you throw that out. 7 wins for me. I'm going to go under. I'm going under. Maybe 6. How about a 6-win Michigan team this year, full season? Here we go for a little money for me. Glad to be out of Jersey. Could shop around here. Even if in Jersey, you could get around that and bet on Rutgers. I'm going over their 4 wins. Shiano's back in town. The guy's a good coach. He recruits. He gets good players. I'll go over the 4 wins here. We might just get 5, but I'm going over the total of Rutgers. Maryland. 6 wins. I'm going under. I might actually come in and bet this after the show here. This team, I mean, the head coach is 8-43. I mean, and they're going to win more than 6 games, 3-9, and then 2-3 last year in an abbreviated Big Ten season. Can you win some games? Everybody loves, he could recruit. He's good. He's got everybody from the area. Well, I don't know. 8-43 as the head coach, under 6 for me with the Terps. And Michigan State, I was torn on this because I'm like, Michigan State it's still, you think they kind of get players there. Obviously, they get a new coach, but looking at it, I was thinking they should win probably like 7 games, you think, right? It's just Michigan State based on who they are. Man, I don't know. Northwestern, start tough. Miami, Florida, you're going to Rutgers. That's not an easy spot. Indiana, Ohio State. I mean, they can lose all those. I mean, Rutgers isn't a pushover. That's 0-5 right there. You're gonna run the board after that. I mean, you're opening up as a +3 dog in Northwestern. It's a toss-up. We'll talk about Northwestern next up here because they're scrolling underneath on the bottom. So we'll flip banners for now. Let's go to hide, and then we'll save and show, and then we'll scroll to the bottom and save and show. And we just like that, the West is on top. Wisconsin. 9.5 is a big number. I'm still going to go over it. Don't ask me. I don't, they got Penn State, Notre Dame, Iowa, and then they got to really run it because they could lose all those games. And if they get a hiccup somewhere else, they're going to be in trouble. But, at least the bowl game, you might get that 10th win. I'm just going over 9.5. I think honestly, it'll be kind of embarrassing if the team that comes out of West doesn't have at least, 9 or 10 wins. So that's part of my thinking, like Wisconsin should win this conference. Although the next team up, Iowa, is a team I kind of like. And people are down on them, I got the over. Part of me wants to go to the under here. I'm not going to be shocked. That's why, like the Indiana game, the Minnesota, see the question mark. This was the one I could easily think of. This could be like an 8-win team here, right on the cusp with their schedule. Let me pull up a little Iowa here. These guys, my Iowa schedule. I try to keep all the little mags here. Of course, man. Anyway, so how's everybody tonight? As I lost that page that it was on, but this one's always good to find. Illinois, Indiana, Iowa. So, you go over their schedule. So they open up Indiana on September 4th, and we're going to go through the Big Ten first week lines here. So, again, a 3-point fave over Indiana, which isn't a big number at all. Obviously, people are high on the Hoosiers here, a little higher than me because I think, you break out now you got a little pressure on you because you're not surprising anybody. You're not coming in and like, look at us, we're good. Now people know you're good. They saw you play. But again, 8.5 wins. We got Indiana. It's a 3. That's a toss-up. Iowa State on the road. Listen, that's always a battle. It's a big game for them. Kent State should be a win. Colorado State should be a win. So say you're at worst you're 2-2. Maybe you're 3-1. Say you sweep. Penn State, not an easy one, even at home. Take care of Purdue. At Wisconsin's not easy. At Maryland, you should win. I'm not high on Maryland. Northwestern again. It's a coin flip game to me. Minnesota, I think they're going to be all right. That's another team. I got them at 7. Like they could win 7. They could 6, 7, 8, 9 wins. Who knows? It comes down to fluke plays and a turnover here or there, or something happens. Illinois is a team they should beat, and at Nebraska, I think they beat Nebraska there. But again, 8.5, I'm going to go because I kind of like the whole team there. But am I betting it? No. Northwestern under 6.5. I'm definitely betting under 6.5 Northwestern here. 8 starters back. I get that everybody loves them where they win 2 of the last 3 West, right? They've been pretty good out here. That being said, 8 guys back this is still, last I checked, the Big Ten, still Wisconsin and Iowa. Nebraska. These are teams that recruit. You get 8 starters back. When you had a good team, and Northwestern is a team that just reloads great talent. So under the 6.5 for me would probably be my favorite play here in the West, if you want to know. Purdue under the 5. Excuse me, who did I forget here? Oh, I forgot Minnesota. I'm sorry. So the 7 on Mini, again, I was going to go over. I'm like, I could see him winning 7 or 8 games. This is like the perfect number. I'm like, I can't even pick it. I like the coach. I'm a fleck guy. I would lean to the over. I hope they get an over, but I can't even come out with a pick here for the show because it's just that tight. The number is that good on that one, I believe. Nebraska, I'm on the under 6.5 here. Under 6.5. These guys, we'll talk about them. They're open up as a touchdown fave on the road in Illinois. You see them. 3.5 wins for them. So Frost got some issues, right? They've been investigated for some nonsense. Again, this team has fallen from where it was years ago. Purdue, again, give me the under here. Right off the bat, I see, 5 loss here. Notre Dame, Iowa, Wisconsin, Ohio State. These guys are not running the table. Purdue's not running the table with this schedule. We'll get to the Purdue schedule. Where is it? Again, this would be almost like my the Northwestern under that I like. Purdue would be right up there with it, honestly. This is a team, again, if I could get to their schedule. I had the little tabs in here, and then, of course, they fell out because I put little pieces of red paper in there, and then I knocked over my little snack table because I have 900 things in front of me between magazines and printouts. But, that's the problem. You do something live, stuff happens. So, like Purdue, so I wrote it down here. So they got Oregon State first, again, and that line is they're a 7-point favor here over Oregon State. Anything could happen, But again, say they win that one. Say they win UConn. They're 2-0. Notre Dame, a loser. Home versus Illinois should be a winner, 3. At Iowa, 3-2. Wisconsin, 3-3. At Nebraska, coin flip, say 3-4. Michigan State at home. Say 4-4. Say they win that. Minnesota. Say 5-4. Even 4-5. Ohio State at Northwestern. 2 more losses, 4-6. Indiana. Again, this is maybe at best a 7-win team. Maybe that's winning everything at home against teams that are as good or better than them. So I don't see it. Under Purdue is a good one for me, and that under Northwestern, my probably 2 faves here in the Big Ten. Let me get to the chatteroonies. Tyreek, I said good morning to you. Okay, good morning. Good night to you. Welcome. Big Ten East looks looking like a fade. Yeah, you got – I'll tell you what. I think both – you got a lot of teams you could make money on here and by going against. And we're going to talk about the Week 1 lines here in a second. Good day in baseball today, Dominic. Did you have a good day? I'm not sure what kind of day I'm having here. I'm not kind of sure the day I'm having. Checking in. Richie P., thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Illinois definitely over the 3.5, right? So, yeah, over the 3.5. You got teams like even Nebraska, touchdown fave. UT San Antonio. It's going to be tough. You have a new head coach, but he's not like new. The guy's been in the family before. You know what I'm saying? This guy, he's not a bad coach. He could turn things around. Obviously, I know what kind of talent's left there over the years. I was going through their past coaches. I remember when Ron Zook took over, I was all excited for him. I'm like, I like Ron Zook. Yeah. That would be on not one of my better guys I liked coach-wise, Ron Zook, but yeah, I got a soft spot for Illinois. Don't know why. Maybe go back to my Kendall Gills fighting the Illini days way back then. But this team over 3.5, I like it. Aldal likes Illinois plus the 7 this week. believe him back. That's what I was just saying. He's, part of the family here. He knows how to recruit. He knows the teams. He knows the ins and outs. I'm just shocked they couldn't get nothing done with Lovey. Like, here's a guy, NFL guy, got some history. Couldn't get it done. Then again, you always have some coaches, whether college or NFL, really succeed well as coordinators, offensive, defensively, and get the top roll, and just things don't work out. It just doesn't work that way for them, And I like Lovie Smith. Big Ten West teams could be looking to fit. Yeah, so the West here, Wisconsin, the favorite here. And even them, going over my numbers, I got them maybe like 8.5 wins, and they're projected 9.5, which is expected a lot, which is them beating everybody they're supposed to beat below them here. Again, it could be ugly, but this is a fun thing about betting. You come on here, I can say, well, this. You got to play the game, see what happens. Any given Sunday, you know how it is. Team surprise. You overlook a team. It's the truth. We've seen it happen time and time again. There's always somebody comes rolling in out of the blue, not expecting. Rays probably with the Angels' first 5. Nice day today. Let me pull up some scores here in baseball. So I know that Angel game was a wild one. They're losing right now. But you had a nice 6-4 lead there in the 5th. Good job for you there. What else we got going on here? What games finished up today? So, listen, I said, we'll get back to the football in a second. So I was like, let's just take the Tigers today because I'm not a big, plus money there, Leicester, extra innings, loser. Like the Royal game. I was like, let's look at the under here because Astros haven't really been hitting that well. 6-5 in extra innings. Typical, Rockies game 1, I said I can't lay to 140. It was Marquez was pitching, or Marquez, however. I told you I like Gomber in game 2, and that's a crazy 9-9 game. Rays, it was about taking Rays. It was not, try not to bet on, I like the Rays, but Wheeler's having a good year. Stay away. Rays win that one. Blue Jays got it done for us today. I had the Jays. Oh, that's good. Nice win for it. I got Toronto. I had Toronto today. I don't remember who I bet. I had Toronto, Giants. Nice. Indians here is a push at 9 for me. And since the under the 1.5, or 1.5, it's at 1 now, 7.5. I'll take a winning day. Could have had a nice winning day in baseball. Chris Tatum, Pine Bluff. Who are the best dogs out of the Big Ten? Now, if we're talking, what do you, clear this up for me here. What dogs are we going to bet here in week 1? Or dogs meaning a team you could look on through the season for win totals? It's day in, day out. Just got home to tune in. Thanks for tuning in, Gloria. Welcome to the show. Are these games Saturday? Gloria, these games, these aren't even games. These are straight up. These are the win totals for the Big Ten. These are just what the totals are. I will talk about, well, not tomorrow. You know what? I should have made a little banner for the Big Ten, their games, but I did not. But we'll talk about them. These are basically just totals for team wins for the year. Saturday, there's only a handful of games. Yeah, you think that would be like an ideal hire, right, Al? Like coming back home, he did a good job down in Florida there, and he, it's Nebraska. He's Nebraska. Can't get it done. Angels down 10-6. Indians win 7-2. Yep. So let's move on to the and again, these totals were out of Caesars, by the way, just so you know. So we'll look into what we have going on this weekend. Now, this Saturday, we do have Nebraska and Illinois on tap. So line is 7. I didn't write the total down. We're just talking about that game. So, again, I got all these written down. I didn't write any totals. I just wrote the spreads out. This game here, right off the bat, I think I mentioned it. a little while ago, but I've already sold a handful of these for Saturday because I have this game up in the package. So you're not going to get much out of me on here other than what we just talked about in the chat. But we'll move on to September 2nd, these games. And some of these games I'm going to play and have played. So you'll get a little bonus there. This is why I say, if you watch the shows ahead of time, you're going to get some premium stuff that when it's close to game time, I'm not going to give out because people have purchased them already. Temple is a 14 or 13.5 point dog to Rutgers here. Home Rutgers opening up against Temple. Big number. Like, where do you see Rutgers laying that kind of number? Temple's not a good team, you know. And again, Rutgers excited, new coach, influx of talent, pumped up to play, you know. So, yeah, would I be laying with Rutgers here? Yes. Ohio State 13.5 on the road to Minnesota. Now, Minnie's a team I like as a dog kind of guy and a home dog kind of guy. I'm going to watch this, see where this moves closer to game day. I want to take the dog here because you're immediately thinking OSU. I just said they should run the table here, be undefeated headed into the playoffs. I don't even think Oregon trips them. This team should be undefeated. It's just that simple. But I look at this 13.5, and my derelict wheels are turning. You know, the little organ grinder in there. My pea-sized brain rolling down a 12-lane highway. I'm saying Minnesota because everybody's thinking Buckeyes by 2 touchdowns, easy money. So, mini for me there. Michigan State, a 3-point dog at Northwestern. I want to take a shot here on Michigan State. Like, Northwestern's going to be a team people are going to jump on. They love the coach. So, Northwestern, good year last year. I don't know. The 3, I think they're begging you to take Northwestern. So, I'll be looking towards the dog there on the 3rd of September. The 4th, here we go. Your first like full-blown craziness college football Saturday. We got a lot. Penn State at Whiskey, a 4.5 point underdog here to Wisconsin. Again, this game is probably not one I'm probably going to really get involved in. I'm not high on Penn State. Whiskey, again, I have them on the over here, 9.5, but will I be shocked if they win 8 games and not be as good as they're supposed to be? Not at all. So 4.5, maybe lean to the Nittany Lions, believe it or not here. You know, might lean a little pin. Actually, you know what? If I'm taking 4.5, I just might money line this guy. But again, as of now, no money wager. Western Michigan, a 17-point dog at Michigan, the Wolverines. Again, I have not jumped into Western Michigan yet. Let's be honest. Michigan should roll these guys. A lot of pressure on Harbaugh. The talent, this game should be 45-17. It shouldn't be close. Initial thoughts, Michigan. West Virginia is a 3-point fave against Maryland. Why not? I mentioned Maryland. The coach is like 8-43. And West Virginia, not like they're some super team. Your favorite on the road? Again, you almost want to take a home dog, but Maryland's not a team I want to get involved in. Even as a home dog, I just don't like the coach. I mean, he doesn't win. I don't care about it. He could recruit guys, win something. And until you win, I'm not taking it as a +3 home dog. Iowa's a 3.5 point fave over Indiana. And folks, you know me. I see that 3.5. I'm running. I'm running to the window, and I'm laying 3.5. Don't be fooled by that hook like, oh, we're going to lose by 3. What are you talking about? Iowa by 10. Everybody's going to be on Indiana. Big public team this year. Everybody's remembering last year. That was last year. All right. Give me Iowa here at home. Purdue, a 7-point fave over Oregon State. Again, this is not something. I mean, I got to look at Oregon State. I haven't done my Pac-12. You know, it's August 25th. I did my Big Ten this weekend. I'll get on the other conferences starting probably Saturday because tomorrow will be no football show. I got my son has his first game. It's out by College Station, so I'll be in A&M territory tomorrow. So I won't be back for the late show tomorrow. But Friday, that'll just be a. I'll see what a conference. Maybe I'll do something different for Friday night, but we'll talk about it. But yeah, Oregon State +7. I don't know if Purdue should be favored by 7, so I might be looking at the dog here. Again, let's see. It's time away. The line hadn't really moved much because I was looking at it earlier. And from where it opened, let me pull it up here. There's the Penn State lines, sitting at 4.5s all over. Iowa's still sitting at 3.5s. Here we go, Purdue. Yeah, 7 straight across the board. Hasn't moved. Total, I see anywhere from 64 to 66.5. I might be inclined to take Oregon State here, believe it or not. Illinois is a 6-point favorite over UT San Antonio. So Illinois is going to have a game under their belt. Win or lose, it's still game action against San Antonio. San Antonio is a team, 21 starters back. Just so you know, I was reading a couple things. A lot of experience, depth, whatever you want to call it back. I look at this one, even before I looked into San Antonio, you have, anyway you cut it, it is the Big Ten versus who? UT San Antonio. They're not giving a touchdown? San Antonio, and I'll be sprinkling some money line on that guy. What's your thought on Hawaii, UCLA? You know, I'm actually kind of leaning Hawaii there, believe it or not. My initial thought was like, I'm going to take UCLA. And again, we're just talking about Oregon State because I started just really a little bit getting into the Pac-12. Maybe we'll do Pac-12 Friday night. I had looked at it a little bit because I was looking at this UCLA game. And, you know, Oregon State, I just was flipping through my Pac-12 stuff. So Friday night, we're going to jump into Pac-12. So we'll do Pac-12. But right now, I'm leaning Hawaii on that, Chris. I'm leaning Hawaii. I think people are going to be all over UCLA. But Hawaii's got a new staff going on there. And you're opening up. Maybe one thing if you're traveling to the mainland and back and forth of flying, you're opening up. You're here. You're going to be here for a while. So it's not like you're getting any huge advantage for UCLA there in that kind of spot. So, I mean, then again, I don't know. With the whole – I think Hawaii's locked down with their COVID nonsense over there. So maybe they won't even fly into Friday. I don't even know. But initial lean, Hawaii. But that's it. That's the wrap for the Big Ten. Again, these are just fast little things we're talking about. Obviously, we have 2 weeks. We're going to talk about other teams. It's going to steamroll. And then at the end of next week, like today's the 25th. So we have, let's say, Pac-12, 1, 2. Listen, next weekend is the start of the whole king caboodle. So every night and even the midday money show, we're going to be talking football. So we're going to pound these out fast. And then, again, a lot of people don't like to bet futures. They want to wrap up hundreds of dollars or thousands or whatever their bankroll is into, 5-6 months of stuff. But tomorrow, midday money, come say hello. Give it a like on the way out if you want. It's supposed to be Chip Kelly's year. Yeah, well, as I say, poop in one hand, hope in the other. See which one fills up there first, Al. Rainbow Warriors, you know it. Like Hawaii. They were always a fun bailout play back in the day. But we're out of here. Midday money tomorrow. Come in, say hello. Likes up, down, whatever. Maybe you don't like, I disrespected your favorite team here today, whatever. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.